Gold is an interactive graphical editor that allows custom charts to be created easily. Other data visualization systems automatically choose a chart based on the type of the data selected, or allow the user to select from a limited range of built-in chart types. But these tools are very difficult to use if you have a particular kind of chart in mind that is not one of the standard types. The goal of our system is to make the creation of custom charts almost as easy as it is to sketch a design on paper and then give it to a professional graphic designer. Gold has been built using the Garnet User Interface Development Environment and runs on X11. Gold stands for Graphs and Output Laid Out by Demonstration. Gold allows the user to draw an example of the kind of chart desired using a simple drawing editor modeled after MacDraw on the Macintosh. At the top is the conventional menu bar containing the editing and charting commands, and at the bottom are the palettes for controlling colors and line styles. In the Create palette at the left are two extra items, a tool to draw axes and a pop-up menu of different marks. When you draw an object or an axis, Gold creates special link boxes for it, which are used to connect the object to data values. Associated with the drawing editor is a simple spreadsheet in which you can select and edit the data values. By clicking on a link box and then on a spreadsheet cell, row, or column, a connection is defined. Suppose we want to create a simple bar chart. We first draw the axes at about the right size, and then draw the first example bar. Next, we associate the bar with a range of data values by selecting the link box associated with the bar, and then selecting the column in the spreadsheet. Gold scans the spreadsheet column to find the range of data values, and using the size of the example axes and the maximum value of the range, it creates an appropriate scale. The first rectangle is adjusted, and additional rectangles are created. The link boxes show what data is associated with each bar, and a command will hide the link boxes, which shows that the axis has been labeled appropriately. If the size of the axis is changed, or if a box is moved, all of the boxes are adjusted appropriately. Also, if the data in the spreadsheet changes, the bar associated with that data is adjusted. The key advantage of demonstrational techniques is to support more complex custom charts. To create a paired value column chart, we only need to draw two example bars and associate each with an appropriate range of values. The position and styles for the new bars are computed based on the position and styles of the examples. To create a stack chart, again, we only need to give a small example. Note that we are just drawing rectangles here. There is no need to know the specialized names or commands to create the various kinds of charts. Pie charts can be created just as easily. Just draw an example pie piece or two and associate the data. The system will choose extra colors if the example pieces have different colors. If the example pieces have the same color, then the generated pieces will also. Of course, all the graphics remain editable, so the user can easily change the colors or change any other property, such as the size, position, or line style. Scatter charts are also easy to create. The user simply draws example marks of the right size and associates the data. Different marks can be used for separate data series by simply drawing another set of example objects and associating them with a different part of the spreadsheet. If the user draws lines connecting the example marks, then Gold will draw lines using the same style to connect all the generated marks as well. Gold also supports data along both the X and Y axes. For example, with this data, we can see how the price relates to the miles per gallon by simply associating one series with each axis. Gold also makes it easy to create visualizations that are quite difficult or even impossible with other tools. For example, if we want the colors of the marks or bars to encode a separate variable, such as where the cars were made, then we can simply provide two example marks with different colors. When the series is created, Gold recognizes that it does not know why there are multiple colors and pops up the color key window. To define how the colors should be computed, the user can select a link box in the color key and then a range of data in the spreadsheet that will compute the color. Here, since the range contains 3 strings, Gold associates one color with each string and then colors the circles correctly. Of course, the colors can be easily changed if the user does not like Gold's choices. Another feature of Gold allows the text labels on marks to be computed based on the data in the spreadsheet. As an example, a mark can be created as a group composed of a circle and a string by simply drawing the objects and using the standard editor grouping command. Then, the position of the circle is assigned as before, but when the link box for the string is assigned to a range in the spreadsheet, Gold notices that the range contains strings, so it assigns a text label of the string based on the data from the spreadsheet. Most other charting systems do not support charts containing labeled marks. It is often useful to be able to highlight an interesting value in a chart. Gold, like some other systems, allows you to simply draw the highlight. For example, here we change the bar for the minimum value to be red. However, unlike other systems, Gold tries to determine why the item is highlighted if you select the item and declare it to be a special marker. This dialog box shows that Gold has guessed that we want to highlight the minimum value. If the data in the spreadsheet changes, the highlighting moves to the new minimum value. The graphics used to highlight the bar can also be extra graphical objects shown near the bar. When the user selects these and declares them to be a special marker, Gold determines which item they are next to or pointing at and why the data was chosen. In this case, we want the maximum value. Other options in the dialog box are the specific cell of the spreadsheet or all of the cells with a particular value. Gold has noticed that one of the graphical objects for this special marker contains a number and will update the number to be the value of the highlighted item. Note that if the data in the spreadsheet is edited, the marker moves to always show the maximum value, and the value displayed in the marker also changes. In summary, by allowing the user to demonstrate by example the desired chart and using the same simple interaction technique everywhere to associate a data range with a link box, Gold makes it particularly easy to create both simple and sophisticated custom charts. We feel that these demonstrational techniques would be an important addition to any charting or visualization system.